For weeks now, I've been very, very concerned about the politics, leadership, development, human rights advocacy, and several other changes which regard making sure that Nigerians and the world is free from the bane of people who have no vision. Yesterday, I heard if I was in the middle of a conversation and I heard something striking. A friend made a very interesting revelation that the people waiting to loot Nigerians' money, the people queuing, waiting, piling up, standing by, waiting, are more than the people looting the treasury. I take it again that the people waiting to loot Nigeria's treasury are more than the people looting the treasury right now. You see, I think that is quite true. I have been to many organizations. Let's leave government for now. I've worked in many settings, offices, organizations, and I have noticed. I have seen this statement come true. You look at the student union government of universities. It's not any different from what you see in the present day Nigerian polity. What you see in the student union government is the same. The VC wants his candidate to be in power as the student union government president, so that maybe probably they could partner to loot the school's treasury. I have observed that when I was in university, I observed all these things. You will see faculty leaders, SUG leaders, departmental leaders doing not different from what we see in the polity. Then go to our offices. People manipulate figures. You go and procure equipment for your office, and you tell the person selling the item to hike the price. In fact, there was a time I went to make a procurement. I went to make inquiry, and they were filling a voucher. And the person selling the item told me that how much I go write. I said, why wouldn't be that? I said, write the correct amount. I said, no, I have to go ask, because many people, government officials, offices, many people who are sent on errands, artisans, that's what they do. So why do we blame the people in the ruling class? Because that is who we are. You understand? That is who we are. Government is who we are. Take a look at the advanced countries. They make policies. The people contribute to the development of the country. I can remember the story my dad told me when he said when he went to Bulgaria for his tertiary education. In that country, you buy tickets for your train, for your buses. And you get into the bus and put it in a personal or private space. You put the ticket, you slot the ticket, and nobody's watching you. What are they trying to do? Nobody's watching you, but the people are committed. That's a Republican or communist country. My father said the Nigerian who was his classmate said, he never paid till he stayed in that country and left. He said, leave these people. They have inherited their reward from heaven before they came here. That is why you see that. With this kind of mindset, we are queuing. The people in power today were not here 40 years ago. So what's wrong? It is who we are. I have seen corruption in different strata. I have survived being poisoned because I didn't want to agree with such engagements and partnership. And we are blaming government Buhari. How come an old man is ruling, a population of over 170 million people? Because of his outstanding character, integrity, and discipline. You can't give what you do not have. Let me take a look at these pictures. Even the people who are interested in making activism and advocacy and changes are fewer than the people who are out there in the populace. Look at Dora Akunyili, Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Dora Akunyili at some point traveled abroad for medical treatment. When she came back, she returned the excess. I can cite myself as an example. I left a place where I was working, and I was paid a salary I didn't work for. I sent it back. In fact, I told them to give me the number of the director of that company. I sent it back to that school, and they made sure the director did not know about it, because a lot of corrupt attitude, a lot of corrupt practices are going on in such places. So this is who we are. We are the government. We are the corrupt people, which made David Cameron of the former UK Prime Minister title us Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. Fantastically. Ibori looted treasury, came back, and we were clapping for him. Mediocre people. Look at Dora Akunyili. She used her life in service of humanity. God bless you. Give him blessed memory. Look at Fela Nicola Kukuti. Look at Chimamanda Adichie. Ngozi Adichie. Look at Funmilayo Ransome Kuti, the mother of Fela Nicola Kukuti. Look at Robert F. Kennedy. That is him, exchanging pleasantries with the blacks after he must have made peace talks with them when the people wanted to revolt as a result of killing Martin Luther King, the racist movement. Look at Nelson Mandela. Look at the Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks refused to stand up from the bus when there was whites only and blacks only in the bus. She said, "No, I ain't getting up. I've seen that movie." And look at Martin Luther King Jr. in the Selma work, Walk to Freedom. This is I quite appreciate what Nnamdi Kanu is doing, even though I think he needs to change some things. You can't look studying Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela. They apply peaceful protest. You cannot achieve revolution with hatred, bitterness. At some point I went to the year when Nnamdi Kanu was in the prison, Kuje prison, now correctional facility. I went to Kuje to see him. I was the prison warders there were very very we're very furious. We're very surprised. Who are you? And I summoned courage. The people around there say, "Oh boy, they fear. They fear. You won't come meeting Nnamdi Kanu. You know who him be for this country." So, we have to change who we are, mindsets. If we want our country to develop, look at the people, the picture of a Nigerian populace over there. These are the people who elect the wrong leaders because of a plate of rice, because of a bag of salt. We have to change. This corruption is who we are. I have seen it. If we make the right commitments, the right movement, the right efforts to change inside, we can confront leadership. Look at Fela Nicola Kukuti. He used music as a tool to change Nigeria. All these people here. This is an advice to today's artists, musical artists. Use your tool. Use your tool to make changes. All right? Use your tool to make changes. All right, that's all for now. More talks come later.